Well, welcome back. Today I want to talk about solar water wells and kit that I put together and used in Honduras. I think it was May this last year to dig a 30-foot well. And just want to show y'all what I did for that, how I put that together. And if you ever need to go somewhere and dig a water well, you know you might hit water within 30 feet. This might be a good way of doing it. But basically, what I took with me was just a few things. I took a sponge puller, and you might recognize these. You can get them in different sizes. You can get 3-footers. This happens to be a 2-footer. It fit better in my suitcase. And I also took an electric auger, and I took it apart. I put it in pieces so that it would actually fit into my suitcase. This is a 1200 watt auger that basically I just ran off a generator when I was out there. And this is a fence post driver. I did not bring this with me. We actually made a fence post driver there. We just got a heavy piece of steel pipe and put a couple of metal connections on it to have some handles. And the other thing I did not bring with me, but that I did source there, was some 1-inch steel pipe. And the quality of the steel pipe that you actually use is going to make a big difference in the speed at which you'll be able to make progress, whether you're going through rock. We went through a few layers of rock and sand and a bunch of other things. So we tried first using water jetting, and water jetting doesn't cut it very well with rock. You actually have to drive through it. So I guess I should explain. The first thing that we did is we started with a 10-foot piece of 1-inch steel pipe, and it was not the soft kind. We went through the soft kind and bent that up pretty quickly, but we got the more hardened steel, thicker steel pipe. Finally, we found some down there, and just got up on a ladder and drove it down. Every few feet we drove it down. We used basically this fence post puller with this chain. So the chain was the essential aspect here, wrapped around the pipe to basically pull the pipe back out and then drive it back down, make sure that we weren't going to have just a stuck pipe in the ground. So we did that initially for the first 10 feet with a 10-foot piece of pipe. And once we had that pilot hole, we then went back through with a 2-inch, slightly larger diameter auger bit, and augered it out. And there again, we'd auger down a little bit, and then we'd bale whatever dirt was stuck on there every few feet out with this fence post puller, just to make sure that nothing got stuck. And then after we'd done 2-inch, then we'd go up to the next diameter. I think this actually may be a 4-inch bit, but we would have used a 3-inch bit, and then subsequently a 4-inch bit. And obviously you can keep going. This is a 6-inch bit. There, if you need something a little bit larger, it'll give you more water when you go that way. And so after we bored that out basically to 10 feet, then we got a 20-foot piece of steel PVC, steel pipe, and basically drove that down as a pilot in that larger hole another 10 feet. Then basically repeating the process, and then baling with the different auger bits, each time using the fence post puller. And then when we had gotten a nice 20-foot hole, we just connected the 10-foot and 20-foot pieces of steel pipe with a solid piece of 3/4 inch pipe inside, and then drilled stainless steel screws through there to ensure that would stay together, and finish driving then down to 30 feet, and then repeating the process of augering out a slightly larger diameter and baling, and then when we finally had our 30-foot hole, of course the first thing that we did is we sleeved the top part of the hole. So we just put in a large piece of PVC pipe, and then after we had that sleeved, we were able to lower in a pump, and this is actually a solar pump, so it can operate directly off a solar panel, which is really what you want to get to in some of these places, because you're not going to begin back there with a battery, for one thing, and the other thing is if you just have a solar panel, then the reliability of it is going to be much better. You don't have to worry about any other components that might be failing out there, or electronics that might get waterlogged or stolen. You could actually bring the panel in if you wanted to your hut on days that it's not sunny or that you're not using it, and that seems to be a pretty good solution. Now, one thing I'd point out is that in Central America, many of these countries, they have 6 months of the year that have quite a bit of rain, the rainy season, and then they have 6 months of the year in which there may not be any rain, which is kind of their drought season. But fortunately, during the 6 months of drought season, there's plenty of sunshine. So that's really when it's needed, is during that drought season. And you can just run the pump to pull water out of there into the tank whenever the sun is shining, and then from that elevated tank you can distribute the water as needed.